Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these feelings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest next on the cloud. Hammer in the air, Sunday nights, prime time. I flex my better, Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off-scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? This, of course, is your one-stop shop to find out all the latest and greatest in entertainment news, TV, movies, reviews. Am I on the Air is the place to come on a weekly basis to get your fill. I'm your host, Don Mega. I welcome you to the show. Tonight, it's season 16, episode 2. Our show title is What Kind of Person Are You? What kind of person are you was a question that was given to Liam Neeson in the brand new film, The Commuter, which of course we'll have the review of today. So, what kind of person are you? We're broadcasting live here from the Red Dragons Radio Studios here in Tucson, Arizona on this January the 15th. So, I just want to say thank you. Thank you again for coming back. Thank you for being ready to listen and catch up to all the latest news and reviews with me right here on Am I on the Air? We're getting consistent. Last week's show was a big one. I mean, we hadn't done a show in almost 4 weeks. So last week's episode, Waiting for General Hux, that was a big episode. It was almost 2 hours long, and I know it was probably a grip to get through for a lot of you, but we had literally 4 weeks worth of reviews and news to get through, plus the Golden Globes had gone down, so we had to talk about the winners there. There was a lot, but we're back at our regularly scheduled time. We're back again a week later, and it should be smooth sailing moving on forward here with getting you guys caught up to speed. We should be back at our normal, regularly scheduled time as far as a runtime for this show. So, should be an easier bite-sized nugget for you all to take in. So, let's get cracking. Let's get rolling with, I got 2 movie reviews for you guys here tonight. We just talked about The Commuter being one, but I'm also going to talk real quick about Paddington 2. Yes, I have a Paddington 2 review for you as well. Let's start it off with The Commuter. This, of course, is the latest film with Liam Neeson doing his action chops, and it's directed by Wom Sarah, who has done several of the Liam Neeson movies. He did Run All Night, he did Nonstop, he did Unknown. So he's got a very good chemistry with Liam Neeson. And if you've seen the preview for this one, you see basically what it is. He's on a train. He's a commuter on this train for 10 plus years. And he's approached by a female one day, played by the lovely Vera Farmiga, who says, I just have one question. What kind of person are you? And she poses a hypothetical question to him, which isn't really hypothetical. And, the movie is off on a roll from there. I will say this. The Commuter is not doing anything special here. It's another paint-by-numbers action movie, especially a Liam Neeson paint-by-numbers action movie. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I actually had fun with this movie. it was a good time. You know, I knew what I was getting into, and it gave me exactly what I expected. What I will say for it is that if you saw Nonstop, which was the movie that Liam Neeson did a couple years ago on the airplane, same director, mind you, The Commuter is basically Nonstop on a train. So, as I like to put it, this is part 2 of the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles saga that Wam Colette Sarah's putting together. So we'll see. Maybe the next one will be on a bus and we'll do something like Speed. But they have their chemistry here. There's twists and turns. Most of it is very predictable, and you can see what's coming 10 miles away. But like I said, it was a fun little time at the theater, especially for me who uses MoviePass, so I don't feel like I'm really losing out if a movie sucks because I just swiped my card. I didn't pay for it, and it is what it is, right? I like Liam Neeson. I like him in these cheesy little action movies. And like I said, I dug this for what it was. So I would give The Commuter 3 out of 5 stars. It was good. And that's about that. 3 out of 5 there. Now let's switch gears to Paddington 2. Over the weekend, I took my daughter to see this one. She just turned 4 a couple months ago. And she was really interested to see this. I don't even think we've shown her the first movie. But hey, a talking bear, she was in 100%. So we went and checked this one out. I'm going to tell you, I'm not the demographic for this film. It's got moments. It had a couple chuckles. But overall, I found this film very cheesy. Really over the top kiddish. Way over the top kiddish. What I love about most of these kid movies we've been going to lately is there's a lot of stuff for adults in them, and there was really nothing for an adult in this film. This is just straight aimed at little kids, and that's that. My daughter said she really enjoyed it, but I honestly don't think she did to that extent. I go to the movies with my daughter a lot. She was very antsy in this film. She was up and walking around. She was moving around. She was sitting on my lap. She was sitting on my wife's lap. She was sitting on me with her face on my chest like she wanted to take a nap. But when the movie was over, she was like, yeah, I really like that. Can we watch it again? So I don't know if it's just for her, the thought of just seeing it in the theater is a cool thing for her. But I didn't feel like she enjoyed this as much as other movies where she's sat and very much paid attention to the screen the whole time. She was kind of all over the place, and I'm sure some of it had to do because it is very British. Everybody's got accents. It was probably a little hard for her to follow along with. But everything the bear did, she did get a good chuckle out of. And I'll say, like I said, the film has a lot of heart. It has a lot of heart. Paddington is a very cute bear, and he's got very good morals, and he's just a sweetheart, and he's a good role model to look up to, I would say, if it comes down to it. Him and his marmalade. You know, I wanted to give this film 2 out of 5 stars, to be honest. But, you know, my daughter has talked about it over the past couple days. And I think, you know, if I rate it just based on a kid's experience, and because of the great heart and the good message that it kind of gave, I'll bump it up to a 3. So I'll give Paddington 2 3 out of 5 stars as well. So a decent weekend viewing at the movies. The Commuter, 3 out of 5. Paddington 2, 3 out of 5. You know, if you got little ones, there's no harm, no foul here to take them over to see Paddington. Nothing you got to worry about there. So, there you go. There's our 2 big movie reviews of the week. I do want to shout out a couple other ones very quickly. I was able to catch up on a couple that I didn't get to the theater to see over these past couple months. First, I saw A Bad Mom's Christmas. This came out in November, and I liked Bad Moms. I thought it was a fun movie. I thought it had some really good laughs. Mila Kunis is great. Kristen Bell is always great. Catherine Hahn is always amazing. I love these 3 girls. So they were really, really good together, and I thought Bad Moms was a cool movie. They super shotgunned a sequel. I mean, this thing came out a year later, and it was just, they went for the theme, the Christmas theme, and they said, you know what'll be funny? Let's bring in the moms. So, you know, you get Susan Sarandon and stuff coming in. I did not like this movie at all. I was happy I did not waste the time in the theater for this one. I thought it was uber cheesy. I only laughed a couple times. The moms were too much, as you would expect if you watch the trailer. Just a very big letdown. It definitely falls into the sequels that shouldn't have been made category. So, very unfortunate, but a big thumbs down for me on Bad Moms Christmas. And then the other one I got to catch up on was Jigsaw. Jigsaw came out in October, at the end of October, and I did not get a chance to see it because nobody wanted to go see it with me. I guess I got no Saw friends around here. So I missed it. I was going to go see it by myself, and then I ended up not doing it, so I missed Jigsaw. So I finally got a chance to catch up. It is available now on digital, and I'll tell you, I enjoyed it. I will say this, though. It's nothing new. Jigsaw is the same as every other Saw movie that has come before it. It really offers nothing new to the franchise. So it's very easy for me to say, if you're a fan of the Saw movies, you will probably like this. If you are not a fan of the Saw movies, nothing here is probably going to sway you to the other side because there's nothing new here. So you're either a fan and you enjoy it for just giving you something new into the saga, or you are a hater of this franchise and you're going to just get more of the same. It's not as gory or as gruesome as some of the older ones, but it's got enough to it. You know, I liked kind of what they did with the big twists and turns at the end of where they were going, because I was curious as a fan of this series, where do they go from here? Saw 7 was the final chapter, and now here we are with Jigsaw, which is technically number 8. How are we still doing these movies? It was kind of cool to see how it unfolded. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not great. It's nothing special. It's probably not even something I'll watch again anytime soon. But I enjoyed it for what it was as a fan of this series. So I would have given, if I had to rate these two movies on my scales, Bad Moms Christmas would have been 2 stars. Jigsaw I'll give 3 just because it was good and it just kind of gave me exactly what I thought I'd get out of it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a handful of movie reviews for you. Now let's switch gears. Let's get on over to our news of the past week. First, there was a new Black Panther TV spot that dropped. It's called Rise. It's about 1.5 minutes long, and it's pretty damn awesome. So check this one out. They dropped this because tickets are on sale now. So you can pre-purchase your tickets for Black Panther, which comes out next month. And I've already bought my tickets, and it looks like a ton of people have too, because it's broken some records. It is the most pre-ordered tickets of any film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It has beat the Avengers in pre-sale tickets. So congratulations to Black Panther, which is going to make a ton of money when it comes out next month. So I'm glad I locked my tickets in. Go lock yours in. Star Trek Discovery's second season is said to boldly explore controversial themes. They're going to go deeper into all of that kind of stuff. Michael Pena says that there's talks around the Marvel world that they might be doing a third Ant-Man movie. So I kind of assume that. They like to do trilogies here. So very cool there. X-Men producer Lauren Schuler-Donner has spoken about the X-Men coming to Disney, and she says she would be more than happy to work with Kevin Feige and bring that universe together. So of course she would. Why wouldn't you want to? Everybody wants that shit. We talked about it last week. Future Man and Marvel's Runaways have both been renewed by Hulu. Congratulations once again. Runaways had its season finale last week. Really good season finale. I'm surprised how much I got into that show. I hated it in the beginning, but it won me over, and I can't wait to see the second season. I'm still getting through to Future Man. I think I got about 2 or 3 episodes left. Another really solid show, so check those out on Hulu if you haven't seen them yet. Todd McFarlane says that Spawn, the new Spawn movie, is going to be more supernatural thriller than an actual superhero movie. So very interesting words there. Let's see. Murder on the Orient Express is going to be hitting digital on February 20th. And then, of course, a couple weeks later, it'll be hitting Blu-ray and DVD. Dakota Johnson is joining Chris Hemsworth in Bad Times at the El Royale, which is going to be Drew Goddard's new upcoming film. And she'll be joining, like I said, Chris Hemsworth and Jeff Bridges. So nice little addition there. Mark Hamill and Ron Perlman have joined the voice cast for Transformers Prime Wars. They'll be doing the whole trilogy there. Zachary Levi says he wants Gal Gadot to have a Wonder Woman cameo in Shazam. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he want that? Everybody wants that. We have the Honest trailer for Mother. Yeah. We have Everything Wrong with Paddington in 10 minutes or less. BoJack Horseman is actually being shot for syndication in a benchmark move for Netflix. That's right, Netflix is actually shopping around a show that is an original Netflix show for syndication, which means it'll be put on TV and not on the Netflix app. That is very, very interesting, and we'll have to see what comes of that. In some WWE news, WWE's Mike The Miz and his wife, Maryse. So The Miz and Maryse are set to star in their own 6-episode reality show for the USA Network. It's going to be called The Miz and Mrs. She's pregnant right now, and I guess it's going to pretty much revolve around her pregnancy. So very interesting. I had heard rumors that they might have gotten their own spin-off show maybe on the E! Network. So cool to see that this was picked up over on USA. ABC has reported that they have not ordered any new pilots for anything Marvel related in its upcoming season. So no more Marvel shows as of right now. Millie Bobby Brown is set to produce in and star in Enola Holmes Mysteries. So Enola Holmes Mysteries, based of course on Sherlock Holmes' sister. Yes, I didn't even know Sherlock Holmes had a sister until I read this news when it came out. Millie Bobby Brown is excellent. She, of course, is 11 in Stranger Things, so she is great, and this would be a pretty cool thing for her to do in the upcoming series here. I think it's great casting for sure. Tim Miller, director Tim Miller, he directed the first Deadpool movie. He's looking at developing a solo Kitty Pryde movie over at Fox. So that's pretty interesting there. I don't know why Tim Miller would settle on Kitty Pryde, but he's obviously got some ideas. But he better hurry up because we know what's happening with Fox here. He better hurry up and get that done before Disney comes a-calling. Jimmy Simpson finally confirms that he is in Westworld Season 2. So there's some good confirmation there. He was great in the first season. Victor Crowley, we have the first official trailer there for the new horror film that you can check out. David Oyelowo, Lily Collins, and Dominic West have been cast in the BBC's upcoming 6-part adaptation of Les Mis. Yes, Les Miserables. It's coming to the BBC. So good once again, good cast there that they have put together for that. We have the first trailer for Bill Hader's new Hitman TV show, Barry, coming to HBO, which looks pretty cool. Check that out. We also have the trailer for FX's new series called Trust, which will be, guess what, about the Getty kidnapping that all the money in the world is about. I swear, Hollywood loves to make the same shit at the same time. I don't understand it. Donald Sutherland is playing Getty, and Hilary Swank will be in it as well. There you go, man. I just don't understand. Frustrates me sometimes. The big news of last week was really over the pay discrepancy between Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Williams. Yes, we're speaking about All the Money in the World. Remember, they had to go back, they had to do all those reshoots because they knocked out Kevin Spacey. Well, supposedly, Mark Wahlberg made $1.5 million for his reshoots, and Michelle Williams made less than $1,000. Supposedly, Michelle Williams had it in her contract to do reshoots, so she just got paid an $80 a day per diem. Whereas Mark Wahlberg supposedly did not have reshoots in his contract, and his people renegotiated a $1.5 million payday for him to come back and do the reshoots. Lots of controversy behind it, just because a lot of people were saying that because of the reason of the reshoots, everybody had decided we'll do it for free, so they felt like Mark was kind of being shady by getting paid for it. it's craziness. But this went on for several days about people complaining. And then finally Mark Wahlberg came out and he said, you know what? It's not about the money. It is about the situation. So he donated his $1.5 million that he got paid to the campaign that is supporting all of these wage gap issues and gender equality and everything. The Time's Up Fund is what he donated his money to, and his company added another $500,000 to it, so it was a total of a $2 million donation. So, good for Mark Wahlberg. Some people are still complaining, saying, yeah, but it took a week of people bitching about him for him to do it. It doesn't matter. In the end result, he donated the money. He did the right thing. He did not get paid, so stop. All right? So $2 million was donated to the campaign, the Time's Up legal fund. So good for him. Michelle Williams is very happy that this happened. So hopefully we'll let this go at this point. TNT has given a green light to the Snowpiercer TV series. Yes, remember there was a movie called Snowpiercer with Chris Evans that came out a couple years back. It is streaming on Netflix, I believe, still, if you haven't seen it. Pretty good movie. They're turning it into a television series, so good to see it get a green light. Lip Sync Battle's going to be doing a Michael Jackson celebration when it comes back, and they've announced the first 3 celebrities. Taraji P. Henson, Haley Steinfeld, and Neil Patrick Harris will all put their spin on the King of Pop. The Green Lantern Corps movie is still in development over at DC, even though there's a shakeup going around right now. David Goyer, who wrote the script and is helping develop it, says, yes, everything's still chugging along. There's been no changes there. We have the first official Redman trailer for Hellraiser Judgment. Yes, there's another Hellraiser movie coming out. Thor Ragnarok is hitting digital in February and then hitting Blu-ray and DVD in early March. So I can't wait to see Thor Ragnarok once again. Jason Blum, who runs the Blumhouse Pictures company, says that he wants a crossover film between Insidious and Sinister. Very interesting right there. I don't know how it would ever come about, but I like the idea of it. We have the first official trailer for Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I'll tell you, man, I've tried to watch this cartoon before, and I always found it to be very annoying. I didn't really dig it. This trailer came out, and I showed my daughter, and she really liked it because she loves all the superhero stuff, and she really liked the trailer. So today, I actually put on a couple episodes of Teen Titans Go, and it's pretty damn funny. I don't know, man. So now I'm kind of into this cartoon, and so I will definitely be taking her to see this movie. She's excited to see the adventures of Robin and Beast Boy and Starfire and Cyborg and Raven on the big screen. So yeah, check out that first trailer for Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Michael J. Fox is going to guest star on ABC's Designated Survivor. We have the Season 5 trailer for Silicon Valley that you can check out. We got Supergirl's extended trailer for Legion of Superheroes, which will debut tonight on the CW, so look for that. Paramount Pictures Network, the Paramount Network, is developing a U.S. version of the UK show, anthology show called Accused. So I have not heard of the UK version, but it's probably pretty damn good if they're wanting to adapt that. Mindhunter's Holt McCallany has joined Gerard Butler in the new Angel Has Fallen film. John Williams confirms that he will return to score Star Wars Episode 9. Duh. The standalone Black Widow movie may happen, and no, I'm not talking about Red Sparrow, because that is technically the Black Widow solo movie we've all waited for. But it looks like things are rolling around as Marvel has hired a screenwriter. Yes, a screenwriter. Jacques Schaefer has been assigned to write the script for the Black Widow solo movie. So that's pretty awesome. We might actually get that. And I'm surprised because I've always been one that says, you know what? It ain't ever happening. And now it looks like it just may. Jeffrey Wright is set to play Hobie in the Goldfinch adaptation. Gillian Anderson has confirmed that she is leaving X-Files. She's also confirmed that she's leaving American Gods. Which is a really big bummer, man, because I loved her in American Gods, and of course she's the the jelly to the peanut butter sandwich in X-Files. So that's it's a big blow there for her leaving 2 shows at the same time. But she is donezo. Paramount TV and Anonymous Content have acquired the rights to the best-selling Gregory David Roberts novel Shantaram, and they're set to turn it into a television series. We have your exclusive first look at Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. And what I think's so funny about this is all these sites we're running with, check out your first exclusive picture, Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. It's a picture of Tom Hardy looking at a book. Like, you would never in a million years know he's playing Eddie Brock and that this is a Venom movie based on this stupid picture that they released. So I hate when movie studios release such a blah picture and then try to make a big deal about it that it's the first official picture of him in the movie. Who gives a shit? I would rather see him backstage, filming or something than just standing there with a book in his hand. Oh, God, it's so frustrating. We have the first teaser trailer for Tully, which stars Charlize Theron. Jason Reitman directed it, and Diablo Cody wrote it. So, if you're looking to become a parent, maybe stay away from this trailer because it'll probably swerve you in the other direction. John Cena is going to voice a brand new villain in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is coming to Nickelodeon. David Harbour talks very practical and action-heavy Hellboy movie reboot. He says that as much as they could, they tried to stay away from green screen and CGI, and they wanted to do everything very practical and do a lot of just straight-up stunts. So I like the sounds of it. It sounds very cool to me. Going back to John Cena, he has got a big Nickelodeon contract going on. He's set to prep 3 projects in 2018 with Nickelodeon. So, damn, you get it, John. Natalie Portman is in talks to replace Reese Witherspoon in the new upcoming astronaut drama Pale Blue Dot. Gore Verbinski is no longer directing the Gambit movie. Wow. Once again, we are back at Gambit having no director. I am sorry, Friggins. Friggins is one of the good listeners here of this show, and Gambit is his favorite character, and he's just waiting for this solo movie to happen, but I gotta keep giving him bad news all the time on this stuff, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry it's happened again. They're citing scheduling conflicts. I say it's bullshit. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things that it's like Gore Verbinski just signed on to this film a couple months ago. The timeline for this movie and when it was filming and everything going on has not changed. So what scheduling conflicts could have possibly happened or popped up that would throw him out of doing this movie? I just don't believe it. Something is going on backstage that is making all of these directors drop out. Gore Verbinski is the 3rd director to sign on and leave this project. Fox hasn't taken it off the schedule. They did scoot the release date back a couple months, but they're saying it's still coming out next year. I guess we play wait and see at this point. This movie is becoming The Crow. We get things going and then it gets halted. We get things going and then it gets halted. At this point, Channing Tatum should just direct the damn thing himself and make his directorial debut. So that's all we got on it. But yeah, very sad to hear because it looked like things were finally going to get going. I read they were going to start filming next month. Now what? Very, very sad. Mr. Mercedes Season 2 has started production, and they've added Jack Houston to the film. Full Frontal with Samantha Bee has been renewed for 2 more seasons over at TBS. Brad Garrett has joined the 2nd season of Showtime's new show, I'm Dying Up Here. TBS has announced the premiere dates for American Dad and Final Space, so it's coming next month. Look for that. Tracy Morgan has a new show coming out on TBS. His show is called The Last OG, and it's creative and executive produced by Jordan Peele. The show will premiere on April 3rd, once again on TBS. We have the extended trailer for The Trial of the Flash, which comes back tomorrow night. And then, of course, Fox dropped some big news on us, and this kind of came right after the Gambit information, we find out, several different things here in the world of Fox Pictures. So first up, the good news. The good news is Deadpool is actually moving up 2 weeks. So yes, Deadpool was originally supposed to come out. Deadpool 2 was supposed to originally come out on June 1st. It's now been moved up and it'll come out May 18th. So that's pretty awesome. We're going to get it early. The bad news is New Mutants. Yes, New Mutants was the spin-off X-Men movie that's going to be kind of more horror-based. The New Mutants was supposed to come out in a couple months. Literally April 13th. April! Like 3 months from now. April 13th. The film has been delayed 10 months and will now be released on February 22nd, 2019. Wow. They're going back and they're going to be doing a ton of reshoots. They did some test screenings and the film tested okay. It wasn't poor testings, but they want to make it scarier. Remember, they want to go with a horror element here and they felt like it was not scary enough. So they're going back to do some reshoots and try to make it scarier. Stupid, man. I'm going to push this thing back 10 months for that. So hopefully they can pull this thing out. But I'm very bummed that the film that was literally supposed to come out in 3 months is now not till next year. And like we talked about Gambit, Gambit was supposed to come out February 14th, 2019. But because Gore Verbinski has exited as the director and they now need to find a new director, the movie has been shifted a couple months from February to June 7th of 2019. So they're saying it's still coming out. Now it's coming out in the summertime. We'll see what happens from there. Supposedly X-Men Dark Phoenix has not been affected and will still be released on November 2nd later this year. Woo. All right, Fox. Thanks for mixing that one up. Brian Fuller has signed on to be basically help showrun Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles. He is going to help revamp the Vampire Chronicles. So pretty cool addition there. Brian Fuller is always a great hand to be in anything. James Marsden says that the Westworld Season 2 is going to be so much bigger than the first season. So that's pretty awesome. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver returns to HBO on February 18th. HBO is set to air Judd Apatow's Gary Shandling documentary in March. Avengers 4 has officially wrapped, and they celebrated with a big Thanos cake. That's pretty awesome right there. Hopefully that's the final confirmation that Thanos is the bad guy in Avengers 4. Because why not, right? We have your full list of the Critics' Choice Awards that happened the other night. I'm not going to sit and read through them. The article is up on our Facebook and Twitter page if you're interested in checking out who won the 23rd Annual Critics' Choice Awards. True Detective Season 3 will not be airing until 2019. So, yeah, a lot of people thought it was going to come out later this year. Not till next year. Jessica Chastain and Will Ferrell are set to host SNL coming up on January 20th and January 27th. So, awesome additions there in the hosting side. The Deadpool movie is looking very good, and it's going to finally film later this year is what HBO is officially saying now. So I think you guys are finally going to get that Deadwood movie. Let's see here. We have the first trailer for Breaking In, starring Gabrielle Union. So check that one out. Let's see. Joe Morton, who plays Cyborg's dad in the Justice League movie and in Batman v Superman, he says that as far as he knows, the Cyborg movie is still going forward and that it's going to probably be more of an origin story, telling how everything kind of came to be, what kind of person Victor was originally, and then up until the accident. So, interesting news there if they do officially move along with that. Bob Odenkirk is set to star in and produce a new action film called Nobody. And the John Wick producers are actually going to be set behind that one. 20th Century Fox has officially canceled James Mangold's Patty Hearst biopic film. We got an article up with HBO talking about the planned schedule for the Game of Thrones prequel series that they're working on here soon. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is set to stream on Amazon for free, and that's to celebrate the Golden Globes win that it just had. So if you're interested in seeing what this show is all about, you don't even have to sign up to Prime. You can check it out for free on Amazon. Shane Black and Fred Decker are writing a pilot based on the Avengers TV series. Yes, not the Marvel Avengers, the old school Avengers TV series. So they're looking to reboot that. Coco is arriving digitally on February 13th and will hit Blu-ray on February 27th. Great movie. Gareth Edwards' debut sci-fi feature, Monsters, is set to become a television series, so they're working on adapting that. We have your first look at Season 2 of The Handmaid's Tale. You can check out that trailer now. STARZ has officially picked up the John Wick TV series. This is something we've talked about. It's been brewing for at least since John Wick 2 came out. It's now official that the STARZ network is teamed with Lionsgate, and they've confirmed a John Wick TV series, which will be called the Continental, and it will be based all around the exclusive Continental hotel that is in the movies. Keanu Reeves and the John Wick directors are on board as producers, and it says John Wick himself, Keanu Reeves, might even pop up on an episode or two, but he's not set to be the main star of the show or anything, but that he might actually pop up just to kind of help connect the universe. I love this idea. I always thought that, it would be a cool spin-off series would be the Continental. There's so much that goes on with this hotel, so many different assassins that come in and out, and, they could really do like an anthology type series almost with this hotel of like whoever checks in that week, you kind of get their backstory, and we can learn about all these different assassins and stuff. I think that would be really, really cool. So, looking forward to it, and I'm so happy it's going to be on STARZ. That means we don't have to hold back on anything. Give us the blood and the sex and the drugs and the rock and roll. Let's do it. Shazam. Yes, it's been confirmed. Warner Brothers Pictures has confirmed the Shazam release date. It is coming on April 5th, 2019, and will also be shown in IMAX. So very cool. Glad to have that release date locked in. American Gods Season 2 has been put on hold. The STARZ Network, the CEO, says that they're been having some trouble. The showrunners left. Gillian Anderson left. Lots of different things they're trying to work out with this show. They love it. It was a big ratings hit. I loved it. I really loved American Gods. So I'm pretty bummed that Season 2 is getting pushed back. But they said they will make it work, and they hope to have the show on for years to come. So good luck with that. Leonardo DiCaprio is set for Quentin Tarantino's 9th film. So he's coming in to Quentin's new movie. And Margot Robbie and Tom Cruise and Al Pacino are all also being eyed roles for the film. So this sounds like it's stacking up very nicely. Let's see here. We have your first official trailer for Altered Carbon, which is a new sci-fi show that is coming on Netflix next month. I'm telling you guys, this looks fantastic. I cannot wait to see Altered Carbon. So check out that trailer if you haven't seen it yet. We have Everything Wrong with Kingsman: The Golden Circle, along with the new trailer for Blockers, starring John Cena and Leslie Mann with Ike Barinholtz. Check out that new trailer now. We also have the trailer for The Vanishing of Sydney Hall, the trailer for Beirut, and the trailer for Traffic, starring Paula Patton. And the trailer also dropped for Show Dogs, which I don't know how this movie is getting a theatrical release. This thing screams home video. Yes, it's got talking dogs with Will Arnett. Wow, have the mighty fallen. So I'm just like, oh no. Oh no. Neil Gaiman, who of course made American Gods, is looking into possibly becoming the new showrunner for Season 2, so we'll let you know on that. Game of Thrones actress Carice Van Houten has been cast as in the lead role in the upcoming film adaptation of The Glass Room. Clive Owen is set to star along with Will Smith in Ang Lee's new sci-fi film Gemini Man. Stan Against Evil has been given a 3rd season over on IFC. This show is so Ash versus the Evil Dead. Stand Against Evil, Ash versus Evil Dead. But I guess it's pretty funny, and it obviously has viewers, but it just cracks me up every time I see a commercial for this thing on how much it's ripped off of Ash vs. Evil Dead. AMC has renewed The Walking Dead for a 9th season, and they've also added in a new showrunner. Angela Kang will be the new showrunner going into season 9. Production has officially begun on the new Halloween movie, so that's awesome. Fear the Walking Dead and Into the Badlands are all coming back in April. Sylvester Stallone has officially announced he's coming back for Expendables 4. Yes, we talked probably about a year ago that they were going to do an Expendables 4, and then Sylvester Stallone dropped out. And when he dropped out, Arnold dropped out. And then we hadn't heard much since. It looked like the movie got put on hold, and we were just kind of waiting. But now it looks like everything's been worked out. Expendables 4 is a go, and Sylvester Stallone is ready to suit back up and join the team. So pretty awesome there, because hey, if you don't have Sly, you don't got no damn Expendables. So he says he can't wait to reintroduce you to the team and some of the new team members. So I can't wait to see who the new additions are going to be. Murder on the Orient Express is going to hit digital on February 20th, and then 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD on February 27th. Excuse me. Jeez, let me take a drink. Alright, and some pretty cool additional news that came out yesterday. James Gunn officially announced that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is set for release in 2020. Now, Marvel has 3 release dates set for 2020. I think they got one in May, one in August, and one in November. So we're not sure which one it'll take. They did May for Volume 2, but remember Volume 1 came out in August, so I could see it going both ways. We will have to wait and see, but we know now for sure that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be out in 2020. George Clooney is set to star and produce in a new show called Catch-22 for Hulu that has officially been given a series order, so very cool there. Hulu is also set the premiere date for the final season of Casual. The 4th and final season will consist of 8 episodes. Let's see here. Todd McFarlane says that Spawn will not be like Deadpool or Logan. It says it's going to be very supernatural, and it's, it is R-rated, but in a different way. Chris Evans seemingly confirms that Steve Rogers' MCU Nomad transformation. He was at a Comic-Con over the weekend, and he did an autograph on a kid's shield, and he signed it Cap and Nomad. So a lot of people are running with, oh my god, he confirmed he is Nomad in the upcoming Marvel movies. So we'll have to see if he officially ever is called Nomad, and we know it won't be for long. We know Cap's got to make his return, right? But hey, it's kind of interesting. And then Sebastian Stan, who plays the Winter Soldier, also signed the kid's shield, and he wrote Sebastian Stan, aka the Winter Soldier, and then underneath it he wrote, I stand with Nomad. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Speaking of Sebastian Stan, he says he talked to Hugh Jackman the other day about Wolverine the MCU, and he says there was some talks going on, but he can't confirm or deny anything else because he doesn't want to get anybody in trouble. But he's definitely stirring the pot up, man. Could Hugh Jackman return? Oh my goodness, get me a little excited. Mark Strong has officially confirmed that he is playing Dr. Savannah in Shazam. And lastly, going back, this is rumor right now. The rumor mill is saying that DC is sour on Ben Affleck and that Jake Gyllenhaal is probably Batman in the upcoming solo film. We're still hearing that Matt Reeves' solo film is going to take place a little bit outside the DCEU, that Jake Gyllenhaal will probably be stepping into the role of Batman. The part about DC being sour is basically stating the fact that DC's just getting tired of Ben Affleck saying, yes, I'm doing it, no, I'm not, yes, I am, no, I'm not, and they're just kind of tired of it. They just want to be done with it. If Ben wants to be done, they kind of want to be done. That way they can just move forward with their plans. They don't like being back and forth. So he is still under contract for another movie. It says basically if Ben wants out, they'll probably just let him out. So we're going to have to wait and see. Once again, this is all rumors. I want to reiterate that. Nothing confirmed here. Just letting you guys know the rumors. Okay? So the rumors end us off here. That is your week's worth of news. We kept it under 45 minutes. I told y'all this is how it works when we do it on a weekly basis. Once again, I want to shout out Stardust. Stardust is an amazing app that you can download on your device, on your phone, on your iPad, whatever the case may be, your tablet, and listen to some really good 30-second reviews of your favorite TV shows, your movies. Hey, if you're just wondering real fast, hey, I want to head to the movies. Is this movie worth it? Jump on Stardust, look up the movie, and watch a couple reviews. They're only 30 seconds. It gives you a really good feel right away if the movie's worth it or not. I use Stardust. I am a verified user on there. Very happy to be a partner with Stardust. I am one of their best users, and I highly recommend you jump on there and you follow me at Don Mega, and watch all my reviews. As soon as I watch a show or a movie, I throw up a review right away, so you always know what's going down. You don't have to wait for the podcast. You know, I have reviews up for everything that's going on right now, and I'll let you know right away. Is it worth it or not? You know, I get to put my star scale on there, and you can see right away 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 1 star. Check it out on Stardust. Just make sure you follow me at Don Mega, and I will follow you back, man. I'm a very big believer in follow me, I'll follow you back. Let's support each other, and, you know, check it out. So lots of my reviews have been retweeted on the Am I on the Air Twitter page, so check those out if you missed them. They're always tweeted out as well, and you can see all the reviews there. Let's talk about release dates and box office, and we'll wrap this baby up. Out on DVD and Blu-ray this week is Blade Runner 2049, Happy Death Day, The Snowman, and Beyond Skyline. That all hits tomorrow. In theaters on Friday is going to be Den of Thieves, 12 Strong, Forever My Girl, and in limited release, Mom and Dad. I can't wait to see Mom and Dad. It's probably coming out straight to VOD as well, so I'll probably watch it this weekend if that's the case. I do want to see Den of Thieves and 12 Strong. We'll probably check out Den of Thieves first, and then maybe the following week we'll check out 12 Strong, because there's not much coming out the following week other than the Maze Runner movie. But yeah, so that's the plan there. Let's talk box office. Coming in number 10 is The Darkest Hour with 4.5 mil. Number 9 is Pitch Perfect 3 with 5.7 million. Number 8 is Proud Mary with 10 mil. Number 7 is Paddington 2 with 10.6 mil. Number 6 is Star Wars The Last Jedi with 11.3. Number 5 is The Greatest Showman with 11.8. Number 4 is Insidious The Last Key with 12.1. Number 3 is The-Commuter with 13.5. Number 2 is The Post with 18.6. And number 1, once again, it's Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, bringing in another $27 million. Jumanji is killing it. This thing is a massive hit. It has made over $600 million worldwide. It's made almost $300 million just in the U.S. It is such a massive hit. It's been out for weeks and continues to just hold on to that top spot. It's a really fun family flick. Check it out if you're interested, for sure. Great top 10 there. And I thank you all once again for tuning in on this lovely Monday and getting caught up to speed with me here on Am I on the Air. Make sure you check out our official webpage at amiontheair.com. We have all our box office, release dates, episodes, movie reviews. They're all available. Trailers on amiontheair.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. You can follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. Follow me directly on Twitter at dxdonmega. Like I said, follow us on Stardust at donmega, just simply DONMEGA. We are available to download on iTunes. We're available to download, rate, subscribe, get us all on iTunes. It's very easy to find. If you need a link for some reason you can't find it, it's available on our webpage, amiontheair.com. You'll find it on the social tab there. If iTunes ain't your thing, we're available on Google Play Music. Yes, Google will find us. Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn. And, of course, our episodes all stream every week on our YouTube page as well. So just go to youtube.com/amiontheair and subscribe to us over there. And you'll get all the episodes, plus all the other cool bonus content that we're going to be doing on the YouTube page. You can follow us on Instagram as well, simply at Am I on the Air. And, of course, last but not least, our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. They, of course, is the podcast hub Lots of great podcasts over on reddragonsradio.com. Head on over to the site. Not only listen to Am I on the Air, but check out all the other great shows, tabs going down the side, lots of other podcasts to peep out. All right? And you can follow them on Twitter at Red Dragons Radio as well, so you always know what's going down with all the podcasts. And that'll do it. Once again, thank you. I hope you all have a great week. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace!
Bye, everybody. Red Dragon. Red Dragon.